Yeah, right everyone, welcome back. Good afternoon. Early finish today from work, so gotta take the free time as much as you can get it, you know what I mean? Enjoy life. So on the way home, I've just purchased this lovely Sagat figure from Jada Toys. Look at that, mate. Look at that, mate. Fit nicely into the collection, wouldn't it, that, mate? That's what a kickboxer should look like, not like John Paul. Jesus Christ. Anyway, yeah, this video, the last of the real ones. The last of the real ones on YouTube, as JDP has once again let the side down. Now, I love JDP and I love his videos. He's a very warm and genuine guy, but his naivety is only bettered by his stupidity. So he's been offered an offer by, I don't know, some Billy bullshitter, yeah, of a fight opportunity with none other than the Shadow Bacon. Now, Jake, please, don't tell me you are seriously considering this, even though it had never happened, even though it'd be 3 months away, 6 months away, and you'd both need never-ending training camps, but you would actually give that beast a platform. I wouldn't give that beast a platform, not for 5,000, what you claim to have been offered, or fucking 50,000, mate. You know, have some standards. Have some standards. You're still putting money in that man's pocket, even though it never happened, even though it's just more back and forths, YouTube. Look, that's what I've always said about everyone. Everyone's fake on here. Fake friends, fake enemies, fake call-outs, fake beefs, fake pretend fights. We get a different one every week. If only we actually got as much action as we do, you know, call-outs. There'd be a fucking different fight every week, wouldn't there? So yeah, I've got to say, I'm not shocked, but I am disappointed with JDP. Oh, beautiful. Alright, yeah, and Murf, got to say, the last of the real ones is left standing all by himself today, yes. Unfortunately, Murf has failed to keep up his end of being the king of the roast. So I would say it's more king of the meltdowns day. So I've seen Video Craig's video picking apart the Murf, mocking him, you know, and the comments section is, wow, it's brutal. It's brutal, but someone, sorry, Murf. Sorry, mate. You know I love you. Someone made me laugh when they said he looks like the melted guy at the end of RoboCop. Poor Murf, and he come back in his car today with a pretty weak comeback about, oh, let's do a drug test, let's see who's sober, who's clean out of him and Video Craig. Well, it's not Video Craig. He's up all night, doing lives, doing videos, in and out to the fucking Carsey all night. Or, which one do you think? Let me know in the comments. He's got fucking arcade machines. He's 50 next year. He's got fucking arcade machines in his cupboard. Little plastic wrestling figures. Bloody little plastic wrestling. Funko Pops next to him. Craig, grow up, you man-child. All right, your video did have me laughing. I've got to, you know, credit where credit's due. But, all right, most of the funny things were coming from Murf, though. But, you know, there was a couple of cheeky one-liners in there. You know, I've got, you know, but, no, so, yeah, so here I am, the last of the real ones, the last man standing, as they say. Listen, I'm not going to always come on here, and now I could come on here, roast the fuck out of Video Craig, but then I'll be defending Murf yet again. Always, look, it's always got to be me, innit? To get these JDP and the Murf out of a little tight spot, should we say. You know, it's always got to be me that's got to come defend them, because they don't seem to have the minerals downstairs to do it themselves. But no more, no more. When they've earned the right to be part of the real ones again, then you will have the Docs backing. And, you know, I love both them guys, don't get me wrong, you know what I mean? Two of my favourite YouTubers, but I'm not going to keep fighting your battles for you, mate. No. You know, and, yeah, about this morning's video anyway, like I said, it's just, it's fake. And the worst thing is that it's such a mismatch. Brett May versus Bash. It's not that it'll happen, but if by some miracle it did, it's just such a mismatch. I mean, I've heard Danny Christie's offered to step in. I've heard the Ticking Time Bomb's offered to step in at the last minute. If Brett May really wants to test himself, you know, I'm sure both them men will come out of retirement and give him 3 rounds or a last man standing or gloved. You know, bare knuckle, you know, whatever he chooses. 4-ounce gloves, 16-ounce gloves, you know, it wouldn't matter to Christie, Rackpool or Heggie, because they are real fighting men, you know what I mean? They'd be there at the drop of a hat. Look at that, drop it out, look at that. No wrinkles here, mate, look. Look at that. 39, 40 next year, look at that. I could get away with being fucking 20, mate, you know? There I kind of see why the supermarkets keep asking me for ID. You know, I feel a bit offended at the time, but then when I get back, I think, hold on a minute. That's a backhanded compliment. Do you know what I mean? You are looking quite youthful. You have got a buff body. You are the best looking man on this corner of YouTube. It's facts. So yeah, it's just, and as for the tossers, I've noticed he's always hiding behind his wife, isn't he? He always sends her into other people's lives to defend him. And then he comes on when he's had a skinful, hurling abuse at everyone. But I did hear from someone, I don't know if this is true, because I never witnessed this, but it wouldn't surprise me, because I've seen a lot of people that I've fell out with constantly in Shadow Bacon's live chat comment section, yeah, you know. But Mrs. Dosser is meant to have been giving him little love hearts and that in his live streams, whether that's true or not, but I could well believe it. But hypocrites, a lot of them. If you want the real talk, if you want real dudes, not simps, not someone who's trying to get round everyone and be a pretend friend or try and do pretend business with these mongs, you'll stick with the Doctor. If you want all these fake friends, fake beefs, fake enemies, fake call-outs, fake non-existent fights, then you'll go elsewhere. You know, I'm the real one. I'm the real one on here, mate. You know what I mean? You know, I do my own thing. I'm not part of any clique. I don't need a cult. I don't need a clique to back me up. I just need to come on here, tell it like it is. I'm the only one that ain't simping for, you know, all that lot. Oh yeah, look, let's pretend we're going to have a fight together. We can make some YouTube shekels and we'd both be laughing. If I say this about you, you say this. Brett May, Shadow Bacon, fake beef. Fake beef, 100%. You know, fake beef. Forget that they're calling each other a few nasty names. They've all got it down to a T now. If I come on and say that you done this to a woman, you come on and say that I've done this to a woman and you know, it's just, see where I'm going with this. All fake. God bless everyone. Speak to you tomorrow.